John. Really? Maybe the game has got to him a little bit. Another hat from Tucson Tractor, lucky number 4764. 4764, you just won yourself a hat from Tucson Tractor. A $4 coupon from Lutes Italian Beef Stand over at 29th and Almanac. If you have lucky number 4783, 4783, you just won yourself a coupon from Luke's. A hat from the Music Box Lounge. If you have lucky number 4625, 4625, come on up to the press box. You just won yourself a hat from the Music Box Lounge. Another hat from Tucson McGraw's, one of Tom Boyd's favorite places. If you have lucky number 4668, 4668, come on up to the press box after this race, and we'll go ahead and give you your hat from Tucson McGraw's. And one more hat from Suzuki of Tucson. If you have lucky number 4681, 4681, come on up to the press box after this race, and we'll pass them out to you. And that's it for our giveaways. As George Camp tells them, one more time. Well, we're also going to get that number 78 car out here tomorrow night, Tom, for that celeb race. So we hope that he keeps that vehicle intact tonight, along with 77, Friendly Autos car.
I hope they keep it intact tomorrow night. That's my concern.
That's true. I agree.
I've seen Nick Summers drive. I've seen Jeff Davis drive.
Yes.
I have not seen either Charlie Clayton from KTKT or It's not Rick Allen. Who's the other guy? Larry Miles. I haven't seen either of them do any driving.
Well, here we go once again as John Thomas, the gentleman John, leads him on around, but Ray Wilson is right on John's tail right now. John's looking pretty good out there, though. Car number 78, David Henken's right back there in that number 69 car, and David trying to make his way up toward the front of the pack. So John Thomas leads him around. Ray Wilson in second. Jesse Brown in that 72 car holding third place right now. Yellow flag comes out. We've got Vanhorn up against the wall over by the Ratliff Biff Baker billboards on the other side of the track. So Vanhorn looking real well earlier tonight. Coming in second place in the first heat race this evening. Right behind that 72 car, Jesse Brown, who won that first heat race. And Vanhorn looks like, I don't know, looks like something happened to his left rear axle over there. And it did. He lost the tire.
He would have been in the lead at one point in this sucker tonight had it not been for that yellow flag at the time. Powering his way into the lead, coming out of turn 4. Only to be slowed down by a yellow flag then, and this time he is the yellow flag.
22, 19.
And your Lucky Larry is inching up, given a couple of cars to attrition. He's got 4, make it 3 padded between himself and the rear of the pack now.
He's a real competitor, Tom.
The question is, does he have enough time left?
Yes. He's a real competitor. John Fetter out there in 19. Pamela Fetter did not make it out tonight in her new car. Sheila Van Hoff looking real well out there tonight in that car number 22. And Sheila inching her way up toward the front of the rest of them.
John Thomas up front. Sierra Viston, Ray Wilson running second behind him. Jesse Brown's been inching that 72 machine ever closer to the front of the pack too, Jack.
Yes, he has. And let's not leave out Bob Pennington. And Bob's still a great competitor here. Our point leader here at Raven Raceway in that 15 car. But he's got fellas on his tail when it comes to points right now. George has green in hand. And he gives it to him as John Thomas leads him around once again. Let's see how many we can complete this time.
Lucky Larry got a good move on back there, anticipating green. Now look at him get bounced around up here in turn 4, almost out of control. And he just does manage to save it on the lower lip of home stretch here. Got a bit bouncy up there, Jack.
Ray Wilson jumps out in front of John Thomas as Thomas goes way wide, and Ray leads him on around. And look who's in second place right now. That's Jesse Brown.
And Bob Pennington running third already in the 15 machine as 2 of them get tangled up here. Oh, my goodness. In and out of that infield.
And Bennett moves his way on up into 4th place right now. And we've got a spin out. And that car looks like car number 96. Am I correct? Or is that 26? 26. It's Brad Marble spinning it out. Yellow flag once again.
So we had a situation there where 06 and one other got tangled up here. And I'll tell you somebody else who survived a pretty good tangle up, and that's Lucky Larry Davis. He got a couple of rough rides up there in turn 4 in one fell swoop. The 06 car went cutting up into the infield and back out, saved the yellow, only to see Brad Marble then go spinning down there outside of turn 1. And, well, you see the results still sitting up there waiting on the hook.
Ray Wilson, once again, taking the lead in that number 79 car, but he's got Jesse Brown and Bob Pennington breathing down his back right now. And Bennett looking mighty fine out there on the racetrack. He took 3rd in that first heat race. Lynn Brethauer, the trophy girl, come on up to the press box, please. Lynn, the trophy girl, to the press box. So, Ray Wilson in number 79 leads him on around once again. Gary's Towing gets off the track. 20 seconds at the back of the pack. George Camp, Bob McKinley, look at him. Here comes Ray Wilson in that car number 79, leading him on around with Jesse Brown, the man of renown, in second place, along with Bob Pennington, trying to put the moves on Jesse Brown. Look at the battle for second going on right now as Pennington moves up into second place, Tom.
Pennington has been a charger, so to speak, all season long. And you're seeing here tonight the result, the consistent pecking away at familiarity with this track, with that machine, and the growing confidence in a Bob Pennington. That's why he's been so strong all season long. Spin out of 2.
Looks like John Thomas. Is that John Thomas over there? 78? I think it is.
2 laps down.
Let me put the glasses on him here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it sure is. John Thomas losing it just beyond turn number 2. Oh, and he got it back going again. So, George tells him one more time around, fellas. Let's see if we can get a couple laps completed here before we go back on the yellow.
What a transition, huh? From the front of the pack to the back of the pack. And Lucky Larry, well, he's about midway up there now.
He sure is.
He can have a couple of good quick laps. Who knows? Wilson hearing the footsteps of Pennington. You can bank on that. Jesse Brown's another one who's been impressive weeks past. Could well close it up and waltz off with it here once we lose the yellow. Triple header tomorrow night.
Oh,
you,
yes.
Jack, get to do one of your most favorite things.
What's that?
And then you go racing.
Yeah. I'm a good straight man.
I can hardly wait to catch you in your, well, you're going to be in 77 tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Let's hope so. This race isn't over yet.
Yeah, if that thing doesn't get destroyed.
No.
In one way or another.
Okay.
They do tend to run awfully warm at the end of one of these, don't they?
Especially on this many yellows.
Something you would really notice tonight with your ride out there for tomorrow night. He's counting yellows up here tonight. He says, I don't want the merchandise all spoiled. He's probably paying Lucky Larry. No, I'm not even going to suggest that. Not enough money. Make you sandbag when you're having this much fun going full out, right, Jack?
That's right.
Lap back Jack. Ray Wilson, Jesse Brown, Bob Pennington, 1, 2, 3. That's how they stack up at the restart. And you're seeing a replay of sorts there with Bob Pennington taking it low and inside and that 15 machine up there in turn 2 and now pouring it on and trying to close it up on Sierra Vistan Ray Wilson, who still commands the lead out of turn 4 and down the home straight. But you can bet Pennington, who's got him in his gun sights, thinking all kinds of strategies right now, not the least of which he's pulling off out of turn 2 and into the lead in that mint green and white number 15 machine. So, doesn't surprise you a whole lot. But Ray Wilson's not out of it just yet. Keeps that 79 cranking on the low inside order. Jesse Brown trying to close it up, still running in that third position, but now Jesse's got all kinds of company on his rear fenders and a real troublesome one on the inside down that back straight, and he loses away that position by turn 3. So Jesse Brown drops from 3 to 4 behind these two, Bob Pennington, Ray Wilson in that order with the number 98 machine closing it up to take over third place right now. And John Thomas, your one-time leader, having his problems. Ron Bishop is in that 98 car, good for third place behind Pennington and company at the front of the pack. We do yellow once again with some debris down here in front of the home straight area, heading up into turn 1. That gets cleared away fairly quick, so Bob Pennington will now see them close up on his rear bumper, a position that he was in on the other side of the fence not too many moments back.
Tom, Bob Pennington looks like he's got it all put back together. He was lacking a little bit the last couple of weeks, but he's looking mighty fine out on the racetrack right now. But that Sierra Vista car is not out of this one yet. Neither are the rest of the fellows. Anything can happen, as we've seen in the past weeks.
Well, we've only seen Wilson for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so it's really hard to get a handle on him. But what we have seen in a short period of time is, again, we talk about assertiveness, aggressiveness, and he certainly falls right into that category. And we'll see just how aggressive and assertive he can be as we anticipate green. And sure enough, that's what we get from starter flagman George Camp. Pennington takes that lead over Ray Wilson and Ron Bishop. 1, 2, 3. Pennington always looking good in fighting from behind as he did to get to that spot where he is right now. And sure enough, Ron Bishop has shoved it up ahead now of Ray Wilson into second place. So there's been a swap at positions 2 and 3, and as they're swapping it back and forth, Bob Pennington begins to pull away from those two and Jesse Brown, who is now running fourth. Was as high as second place temporarily in this one. Now he's got his hands full of David Henken back there coming out of turn 2 and down the back chute. And Henken takes it away from him on the inside, and a wild and woolly spin for Jesse Brown back there. Lucky to avoid traffic, but he did. Seems to have his own power back and will save us the yellow here as Pennington comes around, ever increasing his lead as he comes around now to do a lap on Jesse Brown.
Well, I'm real impressed with Ron Bishop, the way he's been driving that machine in that 98, overtaking Ray Wilson on that last couple of laps there, and now opening up the gap.
Henken closing well, now leading Wilson, equidistant almost from positions 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So they are spreading out a bit. Here comes Pennington, facing a little traffic in the form of Jesse Brown, but we've got 2 of them gone astray up in turns 1 and 2, a couple of spins. One of them back and under his own power right now.
That's Terri Bennett, number 9, back under his own power. Colin Germain doing a whale of a job driving tonight. He came in second in one of our heat races, and he loses it between 1 and 2. Yeah, he's going okay.
So that's good. Won't be much of a break here at all. NASCAR Chargers. So you actually got 6 of these people talked into giving them up for a night, huh?
Well, we'll find out after this race. New film at 11.
What kind of bribing did you have to resort to?
Well, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pat on the back, and thank you very much.
All for a good cause. I'll bet you used that line, too.
Oh, yes, all for a good cause. So I get to race again.
Yes, because I get to race again. Oh, Jack. You don't even think about not winning, do you?
Right, that's exactly right, Hank. I mean, Tom.
He's still got the trophy right up here in the booth.
Yep. It's going to stay up here if I have anything to say about it.
Kind of thought you might be sleeping with that a little. You're not coming out here and bedding down at night, are you?
No. No. I'm out here enough.
It seems that way at times,
yes,
right?
Yes, it does.
I love the little wears and tears Pennington's machines showing.
Right.
Tell he's been battling his way around out here in weeks past. Maybe a little bit more so than most of the others.
72 means 8
laps down. How many are you going for? So Pennington leads them on around one more time. George Camp eyeballs them as they head into turn number 4. What do you think, Tom?
Oh, yeah. Green all the way. And we're nearing the midway point. ironically enough, you look at, hate to keep singling him out, but you look at Lucky Larry Davis, he's also at about the midway point, so there's a chance.
Keeps creeping on up there, doesn't he?
The race is half over, and he's about halfway through the field. Another break or two, and there may be 1 or 2 breaks developing him in front of him.
Pennington looking real good out there, but Ron Bishop hanging right in there, and he's going to really challenge Pennington in these next few laps. You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
Henken's got that 69 closing too as they get the midway sign from starter flagman George Camp. They have now reached halfway. 10 laps of 20 in the book.
And Henken is looking good out there, and Henken's starting to close it up a little bit on Ron Bishop right now. Pennington going way wide as he came out of number 4, and Bishop hanging right down the center of the racetrack, so that's making a little bit of a difference right now. Now Pennington holds it on the inside, so does Bishop. Henken keeping it on the inside also, and Bishop right now is on the tail of Pennington as he heads into 3 and into 4. Let's see what kind of strategy Bishop's going to use now. He's right on his tail.
Some bumping and grinding going on back in the pack too, Jack, between John Thomas and George Bennett. 78 and 111. Watch them. Watch that. That 44T going wild.
Right into the wall. He gets it back under his own power again, and boy, good job of driving by 44T. Who is that?
Jerry Warner of Tucson.
Oh, and what a battle we've got going on for first place right now as Pennington leads Bishop down the back straightaway, and Bishop trying to get on the inside of him, but he just can't do it. And here's our third place car, Henken, stalling here on the front straightaway. George Camp puts the yellow out, and that's going to close him up.
With 13 laps, if you didn't hear Tony Barrow in the background, gone. So with but 7 to go, that number 69 machine looks to be in trouble, and David Henken had brought it a long way back. Pennington, least of all, liking to see that yellow fly.
Henken not really crazy about seeing it because he was running in 3rd place. That's a good place to be in the point standings right now. Pick up a few points for 3rd place, but he looks like he's going to be out of this one unless he can get that machine going once again. But nope, heads it on into the pits. A little bit tough luck for Dave Henken.
He actually did some good closing up too on the back straight in the last survival lap. He was able to get in before the problems took him to his knees up here in turn 4. As I say, Bennett and the guy right behind him, Ray Wilson, having some fender antics out there in this one. They got bunched up a couple of the last 2 or 3 laps over there in turn 3. So they got their, of course, at that point, they literally did have their own little battle going on because up front, Pennington and Bishop were pretty much in a race all their own.
But like you say, look at Bennett right now, currently in 3rd place. And Bennett looking good out on the racetrack right now. He was in 3rd in our heat race, as I said before. And Henken looks like he's out of this one as here they come once again on the green flag. Well, let's not count out Kirk Hall in that 17 machine. Kirk running in 5th place right now, trying to make his moves on Ray Wilson.
Kirk's been inching his way up in this one as well. He can't take care of Wilson on this go-round, though. And will have to stay content for 5th place.
Oh, look out here.
If he can survive that one, and we've suddenly got 2 of them.
And we almost lost Ray over in the corner. Ray got sprayed over there.
Ray Judy went flying out of his location up there. What with the traffic, now we've got 1 up in 2 and 2 down in 3.
That's Bennett, our 3rd place car, spinning out in 2. So let's see what they're going to do with him.
One of them just blew a hose.
Uh-oh.
I have to think it
Uh-oh.
is in the car behind.
Uh-oh.
And I think you're going, uh-oh, because I'll bet that's number 77.
It sure looks like it because I don't see him on the racetrack.
That's not so lucky Larry on the other side of the 06 machine. And I think it was your machine for tomorrow night that popped the hose back there, too.
No, he should be in third place.
I see why he went to the back. Does anybody know why the 111 car is at the back? He was in third place on the last.
He spun out. 111 spun out. He spun out on the yellow. I don't know.
He spun out on the yellow.
Yeah. He was in third. I had him in third.
So Gary's towing gets to work. 06 moving off under his own power. Don McMurrick. Kirk Hall there in the 17 machine, if it was a bit noisy, has just been clicking it off. 111. The Bennett machine. Boy, he hasn't been stingy with that car tonight. He's stuck it in a lot of noses.
Sure have. Let's not count out Eric Simonson in number 97, currently in 4th place right now, also ahead of Ray Wilson.
Where did he begin?
Way in the back of the pack.
Dead last. Not a pretty sight, is it?
No, it's not. Hate to see that, whether I was using the car tomorrow night or not. Don't like to see these fellas smack them up. 77, yes, into the infield. May not be as bad as we think. We'll have to see what happens here. What did you say? That was Dan. He heard. So Robin Conwell makes her debut on Tucson on Tapes tonight.
Semi-live and in quasi-color. Oh, shucks. That's what she meant. I think you're going to get some green here, Jack.
It sure looks like it, Tom, and we do, as George Camp gives him the green flag one more time. Trying to wrap this one up as Pennington leads him around and heads him down the back straightaway.
Let's see what Charging Kirk Hall can do in that 17 machine.
Look out, Sheila Van Hoff, almost losing it back there, but she's got it back under control. Falling to the back of the pack. Oh, look at this. Ron Bishop puts some moves on Pennington and takes the lead right now as they come down the front straightaway.
And Bob's not going to like that one little bit. But he may have to be awfully concerned with Kirk Hall, too, or perhaps Ray Wilson right behind Kirk and not for long. Passes him up. Something's happened to Hall. He slows down rapidly. Wilson scoots her into third place, Jack, behind Bob Pennington, your former leader. Now in second place, Ron Bishop, doing what it looked like he might be coming to do.
Oh, look out. There goes Ray Wilson spinning it out, your third place driver, just beyond turn number 2. And Bob McKinley picks it up as George Camp picks up the yellow flag, and we're back under yellow again.
What do you know? Kirk Hall pulling to the infield.
Oh, my goodness. There goes Bob Pennington into the pits right now, and he's going to be out of this one. Our second place leader. So we're back up to Bishop and Wilson right now, and look who's coming up toward the front, that number 2 car, Todd Izzo.
This may matter most by just who's left, who you can count among the survivors.
I've got 97.
We've still got a lot of racing left in this one. Bishop, Izzo. The names certainly have changed at the front of this pack tonight, haven't they?
They sure have. They've been changing all night long.
Ray Wilson got a torn up aerodynamic on the front right of that machine.
So here we go under green once again as Ron Bishop leads him down the front straightaway. Izzo in second place right now, as number 97 is in third place right now. Ron Bishop leads him around.
And opening it up now, too. Seemingly at liberty.
Well, that's Eric Simonson in second place. Here comes John Fetter as what happened to Izzo. Izzo fell back, so the lead changing in the second and third position cars right now once again. And Fetter winds up in third place in that car number 19.
And Simonson, Eric Simonson at number 97, not only came from dead last in this one to run second and vie for the lead, but he is the defending champ from last week.
Fetter being bumped and shoved as they go down the back straightaway by 44 and number 7. Oh, look at this. The white flag out. One more lap for Bishop, Tom.
Yep, and Simonson's got but one in order to defend his crown from a week ago. Can he do it?
And what a battle we've got going on for third place right now. 5 cars battling for third place right now.
Well, Bishop should have no problem, and in fact doesn't, taking the checkered flag ahead of Eric Simonson. So Simonson, off his win a week ago, taking second place in the NASCAR Charger main event out here tonight. Not a bad week-to-week, back-to-back situation. But attrition a big factor in this one. Kirk Hall, Lucky Larry, both down in front of you. Bob Pennington having to pull number 15 back into the pit fields while in second place. Tough breaks.
So Jerry Warner in 44T wound up moving up into third place in that one. Unofficially, Colin Germain doing a good job in that car number 7 in fourth place, and John Fetter in 19 wound up in fifth place.
Winner of the NASCAR Series main event, his 4th race this year. No, 2 times. 3rd time. But you're a rookie, right? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, that's our NASCAR drivers is all about new people out here. You did start good at it. Well, I tell you, I started 9th row, and I tell you, I reckon you missed me. Engineer help me build this baby. God, ever since. And he's a happy guy. I'm going to bring him the trophy for Bishop. Hey, who won it? Both of them? Yeah. Semi and a main. Semi and a main event. That's the first this year. That's the new one in the books. So he gets both of them. All right. We'll help you out here. Oh, man. I forgot about this part. Wow. Nervous fingers. Which way? Okay. First time I ever been with the car.
Watch it, Ronnie!
Hey, really look like an old pro. Okay, hold on. You'll stand back over there with him real quick. There you go. Just stand there for a minute. Get a couple of minutes. 1, 2. Okay, I'll look. Bob, Robert, you and your dad get over there.
Happy birthday, Lola!
Up there, Roy. I couldn't play something. Yeah, they probably want to get the